4 months ago, I posted one of my first videos on this channel about how to create documentaries like Fern with AI, and that video absolutely blew up. It performed so well that literally hundreds of channels copied my idea, and the response from you guys was insane. The strategy was good, but you could still tell the videos were created with AI, something was still missing. Since then, I've been grinding behind the scenes trying to find the last piece to the puzzle. After experimenting with every major AI tool out there, I've managed to come up with a blueprint so good you literally would not be able to tell the video was created with AI. And today, I'm finally about to reveal it. But none of it matters unless you watch this video until the end and actually implement the steps I'm about to share with you. I'll go through everything from finding a topic, writing a script, creating visuals, and also a bonus tip you're not going to want to miss out on that will help you make the editing on your videos 10 times better. Now let's get into the first step. Find viral topic. You've most likely seen a YouTube video from this YouTube channel called Fern. They're posting these 3D animated documentaries and are getting millions of views on every video they post. Assuming they have an RPM of $4, they're making up to $90,000 a month from ad revenue alone. Some people say the niche is saturated, which is simply not true because there are new channels coming up every week in this niche that are bringing in hundreds of thousands of views. Their videos are usually about politics, crimes, or historical events. All broad topics that interest a large number of people, which is one of the reasons their videos are performing so well. The problem is that finding good topics is really hard, and if you don't nail it, your video is guaranteed to fail. So, to make things easy for you, I created a custom GPT model trained specifically to generate topics like ferns. I fed it with hundreds of fern-style topics, so it can now come up with similar viral ideas on its own. Once you're in the GPT model, which you'll find linked in the description, just type a prompt saying something like, "Give me a list of 10 topics that will appeal to a Western audience." The reason you want it to appeal to a Western audience is simple. Western audiences equal a higher RPM, meaning you'll make more money for every 1,000 views you get. As you can see, the GPT will then give you a list of topics to choose from, all inspired by topics that have already gone viral. All of them look good, but the one that stood out to me is the first one, the assassination of Charlie Kirk, which is arguably the most talked about event in media this year. I'm big into politics myself, so I am already familiar with this event and know what parts of it to include in the video. And that's the key to going viral. Only create videos about topics you're interested in yourself. Once you've picked a topic, enter another prompt saying, "Go ahead and generate a script for video idea number 1. Since the GPT model has analyzed hundreds of viral scripts in this niche, it'll automatically write with the same pace and wording as Fern. Next, paste in the entire script into a Google Doc and make whatever changes you want to it. I added a few things I thought the GPT model missed. Since I'm interested in politics myself, I already know what parts of the story to include. That's the advantage of being a part of your audience. Now that the script is ready, you need to make a plan for what assets you're gonna need to create this video. As I mentioned earlier, we're not going to create some useless AI slop video. I'm gonna show you how to create actually good videos that have the potential to go viral. To do that, AI visuals alone won't cut it. Instead, we'll be using 4 types of assets: 3D animations, news/social media footage, animated avatar, and motion graphics. The first one is 3D animated visuals, similar to the ones used in Fern's videos. To create these, you'll need an AI image generator. First, decide what shots you'll need, and this depends on your topic. Since I'm making a video about the assassination of Charlie Kirk, I'll need 3D visuals of the location where the event took place. To get high-quality 3D animations, first create the 3D images you plan to animate. In the past, making 3D animations required years of experience or hiring expensive freelancers, but not anymore. Tools like the one I'll share in this video allow you to create 3D visuals in only a few minutes, with no prior experience needed. But before that though, here's a quick process I follow to stay organized. First, break your script into different scenes and decide what kind of visuals each one needs, whether that's 3D animation, motion graphics, or real footage. Then, color code your script to keep things clear. I, for example, use blue for 3D animations, orange for social media clips, and purple for motion graphics. Once done, it should look something like this. Once that's done, head over to ChatGPT and ask it to generate image prompts using a prompt like, "I need you to help me generate an image prompt for a few specific scenes of the script." I will paste in one prompt at a time, and then you generate a matching image prompt that will be used to generate the visuals. To actually generate the visuals like this, I always use a tool called Video Talk. I've been using it for a while, and in my opinion, it's one of the best AI tools out there since they have pretty much every image generator model there is. I'll leave a link to it in the description if you want to try it out for yourself. Once you're logged in, head over to the left sidebar, click Create Video under the Tools section. A pop-up will appear with 2 choices. fully automated AI video, or start with empty editor. Here you want to go with the second option. The editor opens up right away, and the layout is simple to use. Here you can create animations using an image or a text prompt. Now go back to ChatGPT, copy your first image prompt, and paste it into VideoTalk's prompt box. Select your model type. I usually go with Google Image Ultra, which is recommended. As you can see, the result turned out really nice. The overall quality is surprisingly good for an AI-generated image. Now, you just want to repeat the exact same process until you've generated images for each scene. Once you've generated the other images, it's time to animate them into upscaled videos. To do this, head over to My Media on the sidebar to view everything you've generated. Now click on the first image, open its details, and copy the prompt you used to generate it. Close the pop-up, paste the prompt again, select Image to Video, choose the Haluo 02 Pro model, and set the video size to 16:9. Then, click the blue arrow to generate your animation. The animation turned out really nice with smooth camera motion and realistic depth, almost like a shot taken straight out of a Fern video. If something doesn't look quite right, no worries. Just regenerate another version until you get the look you want. Repeat the same process for all your images and save them to your computer. Now that the 3D visuals are ready, let's move on to the second asset type, social media footage. If you look at Fern's videos, you'll see that they're not only using animated clips, but also YouTube videos, TikToks, images, news reports, or whatever visual that fits the video. There are a few different methods you can use to find visuals. First, I use x.com, and it's very simple. Just search for the thing you want to find visuals for, then switch to the Media tab to filter the results to videos and images alone. From there, I scroll through until I find the visuals that fit the video I'm making. You can do the exact same thing on YouTube. Just type your search term into the YouTube search bar, and you'll get a feed of relevant videos. Browse through the results until you find clips that match what you're looking for. However, when using this method, you need to be aware of YouTube's rules regarding fair use of other people's content so that you don't go against the copyright rules. Before moving on to the next step, I just wanted to address something I've gotten a lot of questions about lately, which is people getting their channels shadow banned and not getting any views on their first videos. There's actually an easy explanation as to why this is happening. Most of you are posting your videos onto a brand new channel, which is a huge mistake. When you upload to a fresh channel, YouTube's algorithm has literally zero reason to trust you. You have no history, no watch time record, no engagement metrics, and the algorithm will think you're a bot, leading to your videos flopping right away. So, if you have an old channel that's a couple of years old you're not using, you definitely want to use that instead of creating a new one. However, if you're new to the YouTube space and don't have an old channel to use, there's still a way around this problem. I have this friend who's a real wizard when it comes to YouTube. He's grown multiple channels to over 100,000 subscribers. Recently, he started a new project where he's collecting old YouTube channels that were created back in 2006 to 2009 that have a watch time record, videos posted on them, and most importantly, are trusted by the YouTube algorithm. These channels have been around for over a decade, and that alone gives them a massive edge with the algorithm. So, when you upload a video, the algorithm is way more likely to push it out. I was on a phone call with him a while back and managed to convince him to give you guys a 20% discount if you enter the code AI at checkout. So if you're tired of being bullied by the YouTube algorithm, click the link in the description and get an aged channel to save yourself the hurdle of not getting any views when just starting out. By the way, if you want to, you can create a custom character for your channel to stand out from other faceless channels. I quickly created a character for this video using Hagen. As you can see, the character is perfectly fine, so I'll just go ahead and download the video. This is completely optional, but if you want, it can be a nice touch. However, to really take this video to the next level, we're gonna need to go even further. If you look at all the most successful channels in this niche, they all have one thing in common, which is that they're using motion graphics. I know what you're thinking. To do that, you need years of experience or hire some expensive freelancer. But what if I told you there's a brand new method that allows you to create motion graphics like this in less than 5 minutes? For the past few weeks, I've been researching trying to find the best tool to create high-quality motion graphics, and I finally found it. This tool lets you create professional motion graphics with only a few minutes of work, and the best part is that you don't need prior design experience. For example, all these viral map animation videos you see on TikTok are created with this tool. It's called Hera, and it's a real game changer for people like yourself who don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on animators. Let me show you how to use it. Once you're inside, you want to click on Templates and scroll down to find the Global Zoom to Location template. Click on it and click the Use This Template button. On the options at the top above the player, click the Map Style option and select select the satellite option. Now for our video, the location I want to zoom in on is the United States. So I'll write a prompt saying something like, zoom in on the United States and add a neon highlight around its borders. The animation is fine, but not exactly what I want, so I'll reprompt the AI until it generates what I want. As you can see, the motion is smooth and looks super professional for something made in just a few clicks. When you're ready to export, click the little export icon at the top right and choose 60 frames per second for that smooth playback. Now that all the visuals and animations are ready, the next step is generating your voiceover. I recommend you use 11 Labs, since they have the most realistic voices in my opinion. Once you are logged in, you'll see this page. To generate your voiceover, click the text-to-speech button to the left. Then paste your script here, and you'll see plenty of voices to select from on the right sidebar. So just pick one that fits the style of your video, and hit Generate Speech. Once you've gotten a good result, all you gotta do is click the download button in the right corner. Alright, now that we've got our visuals, animations, and voiceover ready, it's time to put it all together in the editor. You can use whatever editing software you like. Personally, I use Adobe Premiere Pro, but you can go with whatever works best for you. Start by importing all the assets you've created, like animated visuals, social media footage, and motion graphics. Next, I'll drag in the animated character video and place it on the timeline. Then, start adding visuals that match the voiceover, keeping everything in sync. Some clips are too long, so you might need to adjust their length to keep everything consistent. Overly long clips can hurt viewer retention. I've added all the animations, but as you can see, I left a few blank spaces throughout the video where I'll drop in extra visuals from social platforms. I already collected the visuals I need, so I'll start placing them throughout the video. For example, this clip of Charlie throwing hats fits well here in the beginning, so let's add it to the timeline. But some of them are too long, so you might need to adjust their length to match the voiceover. Some clips don't fit the 16:9 frame, and scaling them would crop out key parts. Instead, I'll duplicate the clips and blur the background layer to make everything fit nicely without cropping any important details. Now, watch the video all the way through and look for details you can add to improve the viewer experience. Good music is key to keeping viewers engaged. I always use a free website like Pixabay to find music and avoid any unnecessary costs. I decided to go with one of my favorite songs for documentaries called Partners in Crime, so I just downloaded it to my computer and adjusted the volume so that it's not too loud. If it overpowers the voiceover, it'll be distracting to the viewer and lead to your comment section being filled with comments like,
"Dude, the music is way too freaking loud."
The second part of sound design, which is crucial for your video to go viral, is sound effects. I'll place some sound effects wherever they fit. For example, risers, whooshes, and shudders. By the way, if you want access to my free sound effect pack with over 100 sound effects, you'll find it inside my free community. Once everything's edited, go through it to make sure it looks and sounds the way you want. Then go ahead and export it. And just like that, your video is ready to upload. Before I show you the result though, if you thought I did a decent job with this video and found some value in it, I actually have a free community where I share all the stuff I can't fit into these videos. In there, I show you how to leverage AI strategies like this and share secret AI tools, assets, tutorials, and a bunch of other stuff. As you probably know, AI is at an all-time high in popularity, so investing some time into learning more about it can be life-changing knowledge. There's a link to join the community in the description below. Anyway, let's take a look at the final video.
It's Wednesday, September 10th, 2025. Charlie Kirk is visiting Utah Valley University. He stood before thousands of students to provoke, to challenge, and to encourage the First Amendment right. But what no one knew was that in 10 minutes, a tragedy that would make global headlines was about to take place.
You know how many mass shooters there have been in America?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
Get down!
Charlie Kirk was a prominent conservative figure in the U.S. He was a close ally to President Donald Trump and played an important role in getting him re-elected in the 2024 presidential election. He traveled all across the United States debating college students with his videos gathering millions of views across his social platforms.